Have you ever felt invisible? Like when you text someone and they just don't reply. When you walk into a room and it's like no one even notices. Being ignored isn't just about silence. It's a kind of silence that stings, a glance that passes right through you like you're not even there. Why do people ignore us? And more importantly, how do you respond in a way that keeps your power, your confidence, your dignity? If you've ever been through this, watch until the end. Today, I'll show you how to stay strong, even when others try to silence your voice. Being ignored is one of the most painful ways someone can treat you. It's quiet, but in that silence, there's more hurt than in any loud argument. It's not just the absence of words. It's the presence of cold indifference. People don't always ignore you because you don't matter. Sometimes it's because you matter too much. You might remind them of something they're afraid to face in themselves. And sometimes they just don't know how to be honest. Think back to a time when someone close to you started pulling away. At first, you wondered, did I do something wrong? Then came, why are they treating me like this? And then, an inner war. Should I reach out again? Should I stay quiet? Should I pretend I don't care? Here's the truth. How you respond to being ignored doesn't show their strength. It shows yours. Imagine two statues. One is made of glass. One hit and it shatters. The other is made of stone, solid, unshakable. It still feels, but it chooses how to respond. You get to choose. Your first reaction to being ignored will be pain. That's natural. But what you do with that pain, that's your power. When someone ignores you, pause. Don't text back right away. Don't beg for attention. Don't panic. Remember this. Silence is also a message. And sometimes it speaks louder than words. Why do people ignore? Because they can't say no. Because they're afraid of confrontation. Because they want control. Being ignored makes you doubt yourself. It makes you crave validation. It pulls you out of alignment with yourself. Now ask yourself, do you really want to stay close to someone who uses silence as a weapon? If someone disappears without a word, that doesn't make them powerful. It makes them weak. A strong person can say, I need space, or I'm not ready. A weak one hides behind silence. Your job is not to react emotionally, not to seek revenge, not to over-explain. Your power is in your calm. 1. Let's say you texted someone, and they didn't reply. Instead of spiraling, are they mad at me? Did I say something wrong? Take a breath. Maybe they don't want to talk. That's their choice. But your self-worth doesn't depend on their response. The most dangerous part of being ignored is what it does to your mind. You start thinking something's wrong with you, but maybe, just maybe, there's nothing wrong with you at all. Maybe the problem is their inability to communicate like an adult. Being ignored is like a mirror. It reflects your place in that person's life. If you matter, they'll speak. If you don't, you'll know sooner rather than later. Now, let's look at this through a philosophical lens. You're a mirror too. If someone carries light, they'll see light in you. If they carry darkness, they'll look away. That's not about you. That's about them. Sometimes being ignored is a test, a chance to grow. To remember your value doesn't depend on someone else's attention. You are worthy, regardless of who sees it. There are two ways to react. Chase the attention, or come back to yourself. Real self-growth is choosing the second. You don't have to prove you're worth talking to. You're not a product on a shelf. You're a human being, and if someone refuses to see you, it's not your loss. People who respect you won't ghost you. They'll speak up when something's wrong. They don't turn conversation into power games, and those are the people you want in your life. Being ignored isn't the end. It's a pause. And in that pause, you can hear your own voice, and that voice says, you deserve better. Stop waiting for someone else to give you your confidence. Build it yourself, step by step, choice by choice. You're not alone. Millions of people have felt this, but you get to choose. Stay a victim or grow stronger. Every time someone ignores you, it's a chance to build your backbone. Silence can be a lesson, the loudest one. Because in silence, you hear yourself clearly. And when you hear yourself, you stop needing their approval. The psychology of silence is the psychology of strength. Not reacting with anger, not chasing love where there is indifference, walking away with dignity, quietly, but with power. You don't need to chase people who don't hear you. Go where you're respected, where your voice matters, where your presence means something. And ask yourself, do you really want to spend your life trying to prove your worth to someone who doesn't see it? Being ignored is a filter. It clears your life of what's fake, and what's left is real. If you've ever been ignored, know this: you are not alone, but you are stronger than you think. Subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and drop a comment below. Have you ever been ignored, and how did you handle it? If we hit 5,000 likes, I'll release a powerful video on why you keep ending up in the same toxic relationships. You won't want to miss that one.